Here to
Start.
stream.
Let's go. We are back at it again, and hopefully, finally, it should be finishing. It's only 3 parts, I promise. I promise. It's like,
Can you share it on the stream?
yeah, I can.
Discord.
I had to open up OBS, and it was taking up my entire screen. Oh, that's OBS. I don't want OBS. I want the actual game now. Well, Susato, what do you want? There we go.
Well, I understand you are the judicial assistant to the defense, but why this sudden ingression into my courtroom?
Judicial assistant.
Brother.
The rule states that females are not permitted in the court of law other than to testify. Yes, I fully understand. I only ask for 5 minutes. I have some vital evidence that I must hand over to the defense. You're too late, little girl. This trial has already been concluded.
5 minutes. I will not allow a moment more.
Excellency.
Who bad, old man?
Most grateful.
She's a great character, but I hate her hairstyle. I can't. I don't like it.
Oh wait, that's you.
Who are you exactly?
I'm sorry, there's no time. Please, simply accept this for now.
What is it? A report about something? Written in English?
It's Jezebel Rod's, research.
The English woman's?
After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to the university. I totally didn't steal this crap.
Oh, right. I totally didn't steal it.
I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory in the medical facility and borrowed,
Puts up her fingers.
borrowed this paper.
Right.
Oh yes, that's right. Miss Brett was studying under the professor, wasn't she?
So, does this research, whatever it is, have something to do with the case?
I'm afraid I don't know.
Sorry, I just grabbed it. I didn't look.
And I'm just gonna stop. So, I mean, I just borrowed it, I swear. I haven't been able to listen to the proceedings of the trial myself. Again,
Oh,
I
no.
just
Of
stole,
course
I mean,
not.
borrowed it.
Right?
Textual characterizations of Curer and its effect on human subjects. Interesting.
Sure? What's that? I've never heard of that word before.
Hold on.
You're fine. Of course, he's the...
Prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom.
That's the other thing. In Japan, the Japanese court, she's not supposed to be there, but it's fine in England.
It's fine in later cases.
Yep.
There was too little time for me to read it in detail. But I've summarized what I could on a note. Note, it's still loading. No, just inside the cover. If you think it could be valuable, please cast your eye over it.
This is wonderful. Thank you.
Good luck. Oh, goodbye then, and good luck.
She was just your schizophrenic dream. You've had long enough, Council. We cannot detain our English guest any longer.
Too bad. Don't recall asking. Can I actually, like, look at it now? Or can I not? Poison made from the bark of certain trees in the jungles of South America. Hunters of the region have used it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey. Affects instant paralysis of the entire body and subsequent death in even minutes. Route of entry: the above-mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. Due to its ability to render the human body paralytic, it's believed that the toxin could have application as an anesthetic. However, a solution for the respiratory arrest caused as a result of the full-body paralysis must first be found, or patients will die of suffocation. Oh! Is that all? Is that all?
So she basically used this guy as a test subject.
Yeah, probably.
Does
I
either
forget the
side
exact
of
reason
the-
of anything happening. Oh, sorry.
The prosecution has made its case convincingly enough. Alrighty, nothing more to add, Your Excellency.
Oh wow, no pearls in that one.
Protagonist. We're out of options here.
Present the poison.
This is really our very last chance.
Yeah, I know. Your Excellency, the defense does have new evidence. That look, bruh.
It's taking a minute. That look.
No, that's what I was reading what he said. That look. Bruh.
The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior.
Okay then.
Sorry, I'm a samurai nerd. Well, Miss Brett.
Yes, Your Excellency.
If you wouldn't mind, perhaps, could you grace us with your presence a little longer?
It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid it's not so very long until tea time. I'll have to politely...
Yeah, I
Forgive
don't know.
me, Miss
It's going
Brett.
on its
It
own.
seems I wasn't clear. I realized it was phrased as a question. However, you don't get a choice, oh. I must ask you to treat that as an order.
I've said it many times before, but the Japanese language makes no sense.
My apologies, dear lady.
Now, what I have to question here is if that were said in Japanese, like in the if my text was not English. Actually, can I mess with that really quick to take a look at it? I want to see if I can. Reader? No. Subtitles on, off. Can I tell it? No. PC config, key config. Okay, never mind.
Gameplay, maybe?
May. Oh, whoops. I was trying to click options. There we go. No, because that's where I was before. Gameplay, subtitles. You can just pick them, put them on or off. No, I can't change it to Japanese. But I'm curious if the way that it was worded ended in ka or something like masenka. Because ending a Japanese sentence in ka is a question. Masenka, something like Fei-san wa ashita sakana o tabemasen ka? That'd be inviting you to have fish with me tomorrow. I don't know. It's an invitation. So depending on how that would have been phrased in Japanese, it could have been seen as a question, but I don't know. It's an English translation, so I don't know.
True.
Yes, I'm a nerd. Deal with it.
No. You're trying to point the perspective of the English, of the barriers here.
Oh,
That's presented in the game.
Vic,
So.
bruh, you did not. Oh my gosh.
What did he do?
He freaking spent gems to like auto build his town hall to 11. It's, bruh.
So, council. What is this new evidence that demands court's attention?
Yes!
A convenient report about poison! That she was just talking.
Miss
That's you.
Giselle Brett, we understand you are studying under Dr. Wilson at Yuma University doing research. Research, by sheer coincidence perhaps, into a deadly poison.
Poison? Why, that's awfully convenient. Where are you going with this, council? A toxin known as Curare, Your Excellency.
I don't even know if we're saying that right, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't care. Even the slightest amount of this deadly poison entering the body leads to instant death.
Objection!
Of course.
It's still loaded. It's like kind of.
What complete and utter nonsense!
Oh no, I said that at the him saying objection thing.
Yeah.
Curare, you say? What? I've never even heard of it.
That's the point.
Right?
Like that's the point.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have done what?
I don't know.
Huh? You wouldn't have. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have.
What do you mean?
I didn't make you do nothing. I didn't even do anything. Mate.
I mean that you wouldn't have heard of Curare before for one very simple reason. It's only been recently being studied. It doesn't exist in our country. It doesn't exist.
Correct. Which means, no matter what tests the police can do for toxins, they'd never identify Curare. Why? Because there is no test available here that can identify the presence of this highly deadly poison.
Order! 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 Council, does this deadly poison truly exist? Yes, in fact, the witness has been studying it.
Right?
According to this report, authored by the visiting research student from England, Curare has long been used by tribespeople of South America as a poison to lace their arrows.
Okay, hold on a second. I could have swore that said Africa when I was reading it. Oh no, it does say America. Jungles.
Yeah, but
Oh my word! I'm just.
it nowadays is like Africa.
No, I read Africa the first time.
It's alright. It seems it's reasonably well known among European doctors and scientists. Probably because they had people die from it.
Right?
To lace their arrows.
The report states is that it is produced from the extract of a tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle.
Maybe that's where I got Africa. Because the
Probably.
Amazon's not in America.
South America. It was first brought back to Europe at the turn of the century by explorers. It claims that animals shot by the arrow, laced with curare, suffer instant death. She was probably testing it on humans. Does that sum it up, Miss Brett?
Objection!
Hold on, it's loading.
She didn't say anything. It was just dots.
Trumpery. These aspirations are utter trumpery. I don't know if
What's
I'm
that even
saying
mean?
right, but it's
No, you said it right. I just don't know what it means.
to start with. If the victim had been administered some of this so-called deadly poison,
Why do you think she took the glass then, dingus?
he would have been squirming and writhing in pain. And
They literally just said instant death. This guy's an
It's
idiot.
it causes freaking paralysis.
the other diners would have surely noticed.
That's true. I'm also an idiot. What do you say to that, Inspector? I don't know. Obviously, I would have noticed a disturbance like that.
I don't remember anything like that either. I didn't notice the professor being in any kind of pain. Can freaking Ryunosuke say anything or no? Game?
According to this, however, it's the other way around.
I mean, the other way around.
He would have been dead as crap, my guy. The very fact that the victim didn't show any visible signs of distress is evidence the cure was used. Again, it's instant death.
And it causes
What
paralysis.
does nobody understand about that?
That and paralysis.
Yeah, I don't think they mentioned the paralysis yet. That's why.
Probably.
Explain
though.
yourself, Counsel. The moment this toxin enters a person's
There we go.
system, it causes instant paralysis. Now
we
it's
go.
been mentioned.
Yep.
In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Even if they were in total agony, there would be no visible signs of pain at all. Why do you think she stole the glass?
Mm-hmm.
She poisoned the crap out of him. How terrible. It's loading, sorry.
You're fine.
Obviously, if a man loses all his strength in his muscles, he'd collapse on the floor. And drop his gun. But with a chair under him for support, as Dr. Wilson did, the effects could go largely unnoticed.
But I don't follow, Kazuma. That's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death.
A full explanation is extremely unpleasant. The poison causes immediate paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move. But after a short time, paralysis is so severe, it causes the muscles that control respiration to fail.
Respiration? Breathing.
Breathing, idiot. In other words, the actual cause of death is suffocation. And all the while, the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move. So you're literally watching yourself die.
That's
Yeah, for real.
weird.
Yeah, and you were praising her.
Right?
To the observer, it would look almost like the victim was slipping peacefully into sleep. Into an endless sleep. Sorry. I forgot I was speaking. But for the victim himself, his final moments would be a living hell. Imagine that! A living hell!
Yeah, because that's fun. Oh, that
That
is
is
the
the-
true nature of Kirar.
Cure,
think.
yes. And you're suggesting that this bottle, Council. Not the bottle, sir! The glass that she took
Right?
actually contains this terrifying poison?
Objection!
No.
This is all very convenient, isn't it?
I mean,
Other two unknown poison for which there is no means of testing. What a happy tale for the defense.
Bruh.
ahem, if I may.
Hang on, just putting some stuff on my desk. There we go.
All these facts you think you're so clear.
It is you who must be taught.
Dang. He is like bending over backwards to just be like, yeah, whatever.
Of course. Dearly waiting.
Anyway, so, this is how you Japanese behave, is it?
What?
You steal another's honest hard work and announce the results as if you discovered them. Lady, they never said.
Right?
I'm appalled. What a loathsome act.
No one said that they discovered it. They just said that, hey, it's been brought to light that you were researching this.
Well, Miss Brett, the feeling is mutual. Whatever do you mean?
I am waiting for one of her animations. Because I know there's another
To
one
get
that she
angry?
does. Yeah, her angry animation is so weird.
Capitalizing on the unfortunate circumstances of an innocent man to frame him for a heinous crime. That is that really is a loathsome act. Wouldn't you agree?
And now he's Bug Eyes again.
Objection!
Nevertheless, I for one refuse to accept it.
Oh,
Yeah, because you
boo-hoo.
don't want to lose. Dang it.
Right. That, and you can't accept the facts that it might not have been some random person.
The idea of some poison that doesn't even exist in the great empire of Japan is it's breaking the rules, Your Honor.
How is that breaking the rules? What's so funny?
Oh, excuse me. Your Excellency.
Oh no.
Yes, Miss Brett? May I borrow the bottle for a moment? She's gonna take a drink out of it, isn't she? And she's gonna
I
like
don't
be like,
remember,
"Oh, well,
actually."
I'm not dead."
Well, that's Professor
Well, yes, I don't see why not. You're not supposed to give evidence out. This is, that's breaking the rules.
Yeah, that's breaking the rules. Not some poison you didn't know about not existing before.
Yeah, she's gonna drink some. Again, she just poisoned his glass.
Yeah.
Don't be too big for your boots, you insignificant little island boys.
She is so racist.
Dang, racist.
Yeah.
Sorry? Dude, I'm guessing Ryunosuke is like Phoenix Wright's like ancestor. To an Englishwoman such as my affair is a farcial
Partial?
comedy. It's funny. This is funny. Your little police games and these foolish courtroom antics. It's laughable, really. Wait till you play the first game, lady. You literally talk to a parrot for one of the crime scenes.
You know?
I'm getting bored of it all now. It's time for the games to end. Alright, time to commit Sudoku. Cheers.
Come by. Wait, what?
Yeah,
What are you doing?
Yeah, the bottle wasn't poisoned. His
The
cup
glass was. Exactly.
Oh, look at that. I'm not dead, dingus. No sparkle left at all. How appropriate for this shabby affair.
Just because it wasn't in the bottle doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Your Excellency, I don't know what to do with this. She just, I guess, if we were going off the. Oh,
Goodness. Whatever's the matter? You all look quite stunned.
Blanket.
So, no cure. Not in
The
the bottle. The bottle was clean, is what you're saying. You look quite incredulous. Incredulous, little boy. But of course, that's the simple truth.
I wonder what her eyes actually look like.
Probably red.
Right?
Thank you for presenting the findings of my research for so concisely here in this grand venue. Most kind. Thank you, waiter. Now then, Your Excellency. Oh yes. My decision. Yes, Miss Fred. I should like to be excused now, please. I'm trying to get away before you actually catch on that it was the glass.
Right?
I think I've given more than enough time. Enough of my time for the furtherance of friendship between our countries. I'm racist as crap.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, dear lady. We are most gratified with all the assistance you have given, even though you're a racist, straight to all of our faces.
Right.
This doesn't make sense. It's the freaking glass! Why did she steal the glass? Why would she steal the glass?
there.
Bruh, no.
Bruh, no. There had to have been poison in that bottle. Not the bottle, the glass! So how did she... It's called roofies, my guy. How did she swallow a whole glass and live to tell the tale? Again, she drugged his...
Right? She drugged
I
not
don't
the bottle.
understand it.
That would be careless to drug the bottle.
Yeah, because...
I suppose, if nothing else, this far eastern charade will
make for an interesting conversation at the next party I attend in London.
There has to have been poison in that bottle, doesn't there? But there can't have been, because otherwise she would have keeled over dead. Come on, Ryunosuke, we have all the clues now. That bottle of water. Oh, there we go. Yeah. that's right, there we go.
Contains no poison.
Contains no poison. As I thought, there is no poison in that bottle.
What? Why, Ryunosuke, protagonist? I
Isn't
almost
it
said your
obvious?
name.
If there was poison in there, she'd be dead by now.
Sometimes your unadulterated naivety really astounds me.
What is that supposed to mean?
But sometimes it's needed of a good staining until it's as dark as your uniform in the ways of the world.
Okay. I don't know what that means. Oh, is
I don't
that what this
understand
color is supposed to represent?
I don't get it.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot.
Oh, you're supposed to say it does contain poison. It contains poison. Not in the bottle, though.
The culprit did put Kira poison into Dr. Wilson's carbonated water. The defense refuses to change its position. I didn't realize I was going to
serious?
get docked from the other one.
Objection!
I also didn't think you would.
Fool, are you blind? There's no possible way that bottle could contain poison. I mean, we just saw.
Miss Brett drinking the water from it?
That's right. Which rather complicates your argument, I think.
And I believe that complication can be explained.
The glass that you stole.
Yeah.
How exactly?
I'm just waiting for that freaking animation. I need to think through all the things that don't quite add up here, one by one. I'm sure the answer is in the evidence we have in the court record somewhere. It has to be. Yeah. Okay, good. It's gonna.
The glass.
Cold.
Very well. If the defense truly intends to assert this claim, pull up some evidence, idiots.
Pull up the evidence.
And I must ask you to support your assertion with evidence. What exactly explains how the witness was able to consume this supposed poison? It seems the defense,
Youch, boy.
or should I say, the wretched accused, is the only real source of complication in this case.
Supposed to set foot?
You have to think harder than that. What? What would it be then?
Hang on.
Sorry. Oh, that's you.
No, you're fine. I'm sorry, Your Excellency. I'll try to find some better supporting evidence.
You're making this complication more
Shut up,
complicated than
Kazuma.
it needs to be. Protagonist, don't yell at me.
Shut up, man. Shut up. Oh. Okay, it's supposed to be her report. Hang on, I've got it. Hang on. I want to read that report one more time. Route of entry. Through a wound. That's why. It had poison, and it didn't enter through a wound. She drank it.
Oh. So when she shot him, it like instantly killed him.
The burn.
Right. The burn.
Unless she
Then
did that
I must
when it was...
ask you to support the assertion with evidence.
That's not what I wanted to do. I mean, that's
Yes!
the right thing, but... The answer to this riddle is right here in Miss Brett's own research report.
Objection!
Of course you do. Of course you object.
It's not a valid explanation.
No? After all...
After all, we don't speak English. The report is utter gibberish. This deviant young scoundrel is trying to ridicule the court, Your Excellency.
I'm not trying to ridicule anyone, honest. I'm just reading Susato-san's notes.
I concur. This report is too extensive to be considered in its entirety by the court. But if someone were by chance to have written a note on the report, that would really help. This, you will direct us to the pertinent section, Counsel. Which section of the report reveals the alleged answer to this riddle?
We've been hearing a lot
There's
about
that
this.
glove again.
Yeah! Was that not there earlier? Or was he
No,
just
it
doing this
wasn't on his
pose?
hands when he was. It wasn't on his hands when he slams the desk. So it's on certain spots. It's on certain points of him.
Huh, weird. We've been hearing a lot about this Kira poison. And it's left me curious about something.
Oh, Counsel.
Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters have been using this poison for years and years to lace the heads of the arrows that they shoot at whatever prey they're hunting.
So we've been led to believe, yes. Get to the point.
Right? And the point of hunting is to catch prey to eat.
And get to the point, please.
But if they were to use these
Why?
laced arrows, doesn't that mean there would be traces of poison left in the prey the hunters were going to eat?
It's loading. Hold on.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yes, good point. Protagonist.
So surely the hunters wouldn't have wanted to eat their prey, would they? Because then they'd be eating poison.
Good gracious. Counsel, that would be madness. Thank you for pointing out the obvious I should have seen.
But I actually found the answer to that conundrum in this research paper here. Under special characteristics, it says this. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound.
Through a wound, you say? I see, that makes sense.
Yes, the mention of that particular detail seemed a little strange, though. Or to me, though. But it all makes sense when you interpret what's written like this. When Kira enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poisonous effects. However, it is on his hand when he slaps the table. It is. It's right there. Right next to options.
Oh, yeah. It's very, like...
It's
not
hard to
super
see, but it's
visible
there,
then.
yeah.
Yeah.
When it enters the body via the mouth, it has no poisonous effects whatsoever.
Wait, his tooth! His tooth!
Yes! It's not the burn, it's the fact that he had from the dental stuff.
Yeah, the freaking dental!
Miss Brett, you authored this research. You knew Kira's special characteristics, and you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking that water without any danger to yourself.
You meddling little...
Here we go!
Reptilian!
Wait, the bird's alive?
The bird
Well,
and her
Ryunosuke.
masquerade mask thing also extends with her hat.
Well, Ryunosuke, it turns out that the bird's alive, and
Right?
you're an even better lawyer than I thought, protagonist.
Really? Me? A lawyer?
I mean, it was kind of obvious,
right.
after you get all the evidence. It's kind of obvious.
All this poison talk is fascinating, I'm sure. But we should probably, I feel to see how it possibly.
Hold on, I can't see it.
So, this ill-bred little puppy has a new toy to play with. Some facts he read in a book. I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly.
How does that make any sense?
She's saying he's an idiot, and he only looks good as an idiot.
Mm. What are you trying to say?
Your schoolboyish logic has a fatal flaw.
Schoolboyish?
Flaw.
As even your brain has managed to deduce, Curare is safe to ingest. It seems likely that its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of the gastric succus.
I don't know what that
I guess
is.
that's the right word.
I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, yes. Well, of course. Gastric suckers? What are they?
So if this lethal poison is completely harmless when drunk, the professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he?
Duh, he had a
Ah.
toothache. He had a tooth removed.
That's right. How? And it just poison right into your system.
Gracious.
Good gracious.
That's basic science. Science that even a schoolboy should understand. No?
Miss Lady.
Order! Order in the court! Order! The logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would be affected in the same way.
No.
Pardon me. Are you trying to suggest? It's loading, hold on.
You're fine.
This Curare poison is completely irrelevant to the case on trial. That's
She's so
right.
smug looking right now.
Surely even a little cockroach like you would completely understand something as simple as that.
Slow-mo.
What is this? Welling up inside me. I've never
The
felt like
poof.
this before. It's a sort of
poof.
conviction to break down all the discrepancies. It's so intense, almost rage-like. And more than anything else, it's an animalistic desire to take down my prey. Why is that in there?
Hey, yo.
Objection!
Why is that in there?
Oh, he said objection! Yo!
Oh yeah, did you see her freaking like glasses or whatever?
I didn't. I couldn't see it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm hoping it's still there like that when I go to her, when it shows her. I don't think so,
Mhm.
Miss Giselle Brett. There we go.
I can't see it. It's loading.
Oh wait.
It broke. It's bigger than her face. How dare you use that tone with me?
You know very well that there is no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why, even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison, you are alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead.
counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you. You must provide compelling evidence. Pull up the dental report.
Yeah.
As we know, this poison is completely harmless when ingested. Why would Dr. Wilson alone have been killed by the Curer? The dental report, sir?
Nope. There it is.
Take that!
Hey, take that.
Yeah. As Miss Brett so readily pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners.
A fatal difference. It's still broken.
I am so... No, you're fine. She's just shocked. I am just taking screenshots now so I can crop these and turn them into emojis.
Bet.
The toxic effects of cure are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. But what if there was a wound inside the mouth of the person drinking the poisoned water? Yes, like the wound you might have if you had just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example. Ah! Miss Brett,
Why are you screaming?
you have acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day.
So that's it. You use that knowledge to orchestrate this. But why though?
Yeah, why though?
Probably to worsen the relations.
Is she laughing?
I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist. These childish courtroom games and your half-baked arguments are so puerile. Puerile? I don't know what that word is.
I don't either. What do you mean?
Don't worry, you little schoolboy. You'll find out soon enough. You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you might never know what might happen to it.
This is why you don't give them evidence! No!
I mean, it could just slip. Oh dear, how careless of me. I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed.
No! What is it? What just happened? It's the English woman. She just smashed that bottle and in the Supreme Court. What a terrible blunder!
No glasses on the floor. Collect up as much water from the broken bottle as possible. At once.
You're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet here was a gift from the British Empire.
There we go.
I assure you it will soak up the water beautifully.
Bruh.
You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it.
You can still get it from a cloth. You can also, the glass that you have.
The glass would be wet on the inside. How could you? You won't get away with this.
You can thump the bed and shout as much as you like, little boy. But I'm afraid you'll never know now. Will we?
Oh, I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we?
If there is less poison in the bottle or not.
I mean, just pick up the glass.
Right?
You. Let us not forget.
We still have some very compelling evidence left intact. The gunshot wound, I mean. Isn't that right, counsel from the prosecution? For the prosecution, not from the prosecution. Oh, of course, of course. You're referring to this photographic print, I presume, dear lady?
Bro.
That's right. And really, look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. It's as clear as day, isn't it? The poor professor was sitting with his back to me.
No.
Of course, the only person who could have shot him from the front is the little schoolboy.
Objection!
Kazuha.
No. You killed the victim that day, using Carrere. And then in order to frame Ryunosuke and Naruhodo for the crime, you shot him. You waited until he picked up the pistol, and you'd arranged for him to find on the floor. Before you shot the professor dead, shot the professor's dead body in the chest with your own hidden gun.
Facts, bro. Facts.
I mean, you could hide it under that obnoxious hat.
That has the,
Then
animated bird.
In the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor and his chair around. Turn around.
Turn
You
back
see?
around.
You had every opportunity to commit this crime.
What a wonderful imagination you have, young man. A hidden gun, you say? And I shot the professor's dead body, did I? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a shred of evidence. Exactly. And as you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution's stand remains remains unchanged. The victim, Dr. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Delivered and killed by the accused, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
He's just like thinking,
Hmm.
this is unbelievable. How can this be happening? We had her, but now, is she really going to get away with it? She's darn well gonna try. The way she destroyed that evidence was obscene.
Protagonist.
Yes?
You've come this far, but now you're the only one who can finish it.
What? What do you mean?
You're the only one with the power to complete this case. You're the protagonist. We've lost a vital piece of evidence, it's true. So if there's any clues left for us, use it now. The bag, the picture of her bag. They must be in your head.
Well, that's helpful. And in my head, yeah.
Why did they store the court record evidence in your head?
Wait a minute. In my head.
You told me before that your powers of observation were the one thing you could really depend on.
Well, yes, that's true, but I didn't manage to notice that that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head. Hold on a minute.
But
I have a. It's a different picture. There's something about it. Is this picture? No. That's even clearer and it's not there.
what are you looking for?
You'll see when it's in color.
So think back again. Try to remember every last detail that's about the scene that day, protagonist. Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell.
Yeah, those are. See, they type it weird though. They type color weird. Color.
That's the British. That's
I
the British
know.
way.
It's just weird. As someone
Color.
who's only ever seen COLOR, that's weird.
Yeah.
See, it's this picture. What I saw, what I felt. Every color. See, it wasn't showing up in the black and white. Is Kazuma right? Somewhere in the vibrant memory of this same scene in my head, could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer? Duh. Actually, Kazuma, I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue.
You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, protagonist?
Like, that needs to just be placed in there at this point. Like, forget his name, just protagonist.
Come on then. Let's wipe the smug smile off that English woman's face with some evidence.
Yeah. Alright, I can't wait. It's been niggling?
Yes. That is an actual word.
That feels so wrong to say.
I know.
It's been niggling on me for a while. That something feels amiss in my memories of that day. Whatever it is could be the key to arriving at the truth about all this. It's here somewhere. The clue that shows us who Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been is right there.
Take that!
Inspector Hosonaga, answer me this.
Yes. What is it?
Ugh, he's still miles away. Probably thinking about that bottle being smashed.
I can clean it up. That's fine.
As you've said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you?
Absolutely.
Why does this guy slightly remind me of Train? It must be the glasses or something.
I know. It is. It's he
absolutely
makes me think of Tenya Ida from My Hero, which
I-
makes
that-
me think of Train.
Yeah.
Am
Sorry,
I
Train,
wrong?
if you're watching this. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not.
She's not.
I have my wallpaper on my computer. My whole my lock screen, my wallpaper on my computer are rockin' Tenya Ida.
I wonder,
That's
therefore, if perhaps you took anything from the scene, anything else from the scene of the crime. Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took to the victim's table that day.
Objection!
Bruh.
Wait a minute. Where are you going with? Where are you going with this, little boy?
It's just a memory that's been troubling me.
What memory?
I saw the scene shown in this photographic print with my own eyes that day. And I saw that on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on was a spattering of blood.
What?
He's sweating bullets over there.
Oh, really? And what of it? Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor.
No, that can't be the case. Take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, there's no way that blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him.
Yes. For blood to have made it onto the plate, it implies the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor, as you were. Jezebel, Brett! Oh no, she's doing it. I beg your pardon?
Objection!
Of course, he's gonna side with her.
Beyond ridiculous. Fabricated nonsense.
Where?
Right?
This court is the court seriously expected to believe something that the accused has apparently just remembered seeing?
Hold it!
Yo. Yo. Oh, this could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading to.
What?
I'm
Inspector,
having an anime protagonist
you mean?
moment.
Right?
Yes, I took the plate in the interest of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime. I just didn't present it because I didn't think it was suspicious. I took the meat, and all of it. I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it.
Did what?
I took the steak that you had been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak that the sergeant had been eating. Second? Second? I
Sergeant.
did it all in the name of justice.
It is Sergeant.
I am here. I am here.
Then we can find out for sure whether or not. Oh wait, shoot! Whether or not there's a bloodstain on Miss Brett's plate. We must examine it now.
Inspector.
You almost
Do you
sounded
have
Russian
the
for
plate
a
with
second.
you? The court wishes to examine Inspector. The court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately.
Don't worry, we get a Russian character later.
Ah, yes.
They
I will
are
definitely
a jury
be calling
member.
dibs. I will definitely be calling dibs then.
I'm
Sorry
gonna
for the
squeak for
delay.
mice.
The steak would the steak would definitely be moldy. Here is what you ordered. The
No.
steak. 3 days.
No,
There
not
would
3 days.
definitely. It would definitely be like cold and like
Yeah,
probably
cold.
nasty.
It wouldn't be moldy
Probably
yet,
a little
though.
nasty though.
Well, what about the blood? Is there blood
There
on
might
it?
be.
Of course there isn't.
Quickly, Inspector, the blood. Show the court, man. Of course. Examine the plate at your leisure. Oh, there's no blood. No blood. Anywhere.
But no, that's impossible! I know I saw it. I'm sure of it. It was right there on the table behind the professor. There was blood on the side of the plate. Is it possible he grabbed the wrong one?
What an unbecoming expression, little boy.
Yeah, because your snooty face is becoming.
You see, this is why I always say you can't trust what the Japanese tell you.
Why is she able to be so openly racist? What?
Because the Japanese are also racist.
I'm not saying that they're not, but she's being very open about it here.
Blatantly racist. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I know.
I couldn't agree more. This, in the case of this disgrace to the Empire.
The fact that he's agreeing with someone being openly racist. No.
I believe we may have finally reached a conclusion in this trial.
Nope.
Not quite yet.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. This let's pretend attempt at courtroom proceedings is painful to watch.
She is
You guys
so
are all
snooty.
idiots.
Yeah. I don't remember. I don't remember her being this
But
snooty.
I do promise to do my best to.
Oh, I know why. Because Nintendo didn't like the racism.
No, I'll play through it again or something.
But I do promise to do my best to forget all about it when it's over.
Actually, I'll just pull it up on my Switch. I can skip to different chapters. Within each thing, I can skip to different parts.
This sorry-looking stick reveals the facts all too clearly. The sorry-looking accused wishes to explain it. Examine it again. Be my guest.
That we will. Was the plate I saw? Or I thought I saw just a figment of my imagination? This is it now. I've lost.
Protagonist. It's not over yet. Not until the final gavel.
Hmm?
Never mind. Oh, never stop believing in yourself. Keep looking forward, no matter what.
Believe in myself? Really? Maybe I should at least examine the evidence for myself.
As the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way, I presume any further explanation of the evidence in this court will be unnecessary. Does the defense have any objection?
That bloodstain was going to clinch the trial for me. Can't this plate of steak reveal any other clues at all? Your Excellency, please wait. This plate of beef is hiding another clue. Another clue that will reveal the shocking truth.
Objection!
Of course he objects.
The only thing that's shocking here is your unhealthy fascination with beef steak.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Your Excellency, I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? I will not be able to turn a blind eye to this unnecessary procrastination in this trial.
I'm sorry, Mr. Brett, but we must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I will not give a ruling until I'm completely satisfied that all reasonable doubt has been dispelled. So you're not getting out of here until I say so.
As a newly affirmed ally of my country, that's still your position, is it?
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Counsel for the defense. You will now be. Oh.
You will now show them
Where
where you're
precisely
talking
on
about.
this plate? Where precisely on this plate of beefsteak is this new clue to be found? Can you flip it over?
That's what I'm trying to do, because it says flip up. I guess I'll just...
Got it!
It's gonna cost me, no. Yeah, shut up, man. I need to go in here and do it this way. That's how it needs to go. Yeah, they're just talking about how it's a coin. Okay. Oh, grr! I'm gonna run out of another one just because I can't. Yeah, that's gonna be wrong again. Unless it lets me... There we go. Okay, you have to press space instead of the... There.
Got it!
There we go.
He sounds almost British.
Yeah, it's
Good-
the voice actor.
Goodness, good gracious! That's... Koba? What on earth?
Told you it's the wrong plate.
Oh, the professor was... That wasn't the right plate.
Oh.
Oh, where one is at that?
Miss Brett, this is in fact the beefsteak that you ordered on the same day, or on the day in question, is it? Or wait, did I say that
She
right?
was trying to steal the coin, probably.
This is in fact the beefsteak that you ordered at the restaurant on the day in question, is it? Okay, it's just phrased funny. Tell me, why is there an old coin seemingly hidden underneath the meat?
Shut up!
Brett.
What a ridiculous question. Should I know? I've never seen that thing before in my life. I don't know what this is, but I want no part of it.
Objection!
Sorry, I can't see you quite
You're
yet.
fine.
I fail to see how this is relevant. Not prevalent. Prevalent. A coin underneath the meat? Relevant, I know. That could simply have been a careless mistake by the chef in the moment of destruction.
Objection!
That's the coin that the guy was looking for. Do
Yeah.
you guys not remember?
No.
Like, don't be absurd. We're supposed to believe that this happened by accident in the kitchen? A rare Hoei Koban just happened to be underneath that piece of steak. I think she was trying to steal it. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll rip up my ticket to Great Britain now.
He's right. It can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency,
Yes, Counsel.
a rare Hoei Koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll give up my lawyer job right now. You're not a lawyer!
By all means, I don't want to stop you. No one invited you anyways.
Shut up!
Perhaps, little boy, you should have realized that it is you who is irrelevant.
Dang.
Even though I'm the one on trial here. The point is, it's essential that we ask the owner of this coin if he can explain what it's doing under the stake.
Oh, old man. Old man again. Let me pipe up the old man voice. Old man. Oh.
Hey there, Sonny! Yes, it's obvious.
Yes,
There's only one
it's
person
me.
that it can belong to. The owner of the koban that was found underneath the beefsteak is...
Oh,
I keep trying to use my freaking D-pad for this.
Dude, he's 67? Wait, hold on.
Oh,
How old's the detective? Go back to the
Oh, the detective?
detective.
He looks
29?
so old.
Dang. Yeah, the gray hair. Wait, hold on. How old is the prosecutor? Dang, he don't look it.
It's
Not
the
too
white
much.
hair on
He
all
looks
these
like he's in
people,
his
bro.
Yeah, for real. They've been stressed, that's why.
Dress hairs. I mean, for him, yeah, absolutely. 38.
Wait, how old's the girl? The judicial assistant? Oh, 16. Ooh.
Yeah, it's 23.
How old's Asuma?
23.
Oh, okay.
This guy was 47. He shows up a ton.
Dude.
Like, he's mentioned a lot. That guy's very important through this game, even though he's the victim here.
Take that!
Obviously, it can only be the antiques dealer and owner of Rasute, Kuryo Horikuta-san.
No. I just realized the pun. I just realized the pun of his owner's name, Ruste.
Oh, Rasute.
Rusty.
Rasute. Yeah.
Rusty.
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 Yuri, as in Mr. Cucumber something? Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfathomable.
Yeah, because Gisele's common.
Yes. The antique dealer. I don't care for the racism. The old man who testified earlier alongside the military sergeant, correct?
Yes, Your Excellency.
I remembered him saying something that was up. He was up to something with his Koban coin when it happened. Yeah, he was looking for it. Maybe she was trying to steal it. At the exact moment the gun was fired. Or maybe the professor was trying to steal it. The
gunshot
interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. On my hands and knees. Palms
Busy on the
sweaty.
floor.
Mom's spaghetti.
Sorry, what were you doing?
Mom's spaghetti. Hunting for treasure. Mom's spaghetti. Indeed. Oh, our Koban. My prized coin. But then this Hoei-era Koban. Do you mean to tell me?
Objection!
Of course he objects. He objects to everything.
No. No. Please, why would Kuwakuta-san's koban be sandwiched between the victim's beefsteak and its point?
It's not the victims. It's
Yeah.
the witnesses' mistake.
Yeah,
makes
it's
no
probably the
sense.
sergeants.
Yes!
Oh yeah, the sergeant was probably trying to steal it.
Which is why I'm asking to
He
bring
didn't want to pay for it.
Horikuta-san back to the witness stand so we can ask him.
Yeah, because the sergeant mentioned he ordered a beefsteak too.
Yeah. And the inspector said that he had both the sergeants and the one from the victim's
The
table.
professors. Yeah. Sorry, one sec.
You're fine.
Bring both witnesses that testified earlier back in. Without a moment's delay.
can't believe we've come back around to that pair again. But I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that if we chase down the real significance of this Koban, we'll find that it's a key element in the case.
Is it out of to be continued? Oh.
Nope.
Dude, the
nope.
table. Dude, the bench is like crazy.
What's this all about? Why have I been called up again? Don't you realize it's dinner time for little baby Ido? When my son's belly is empty, he's fiercer than a pack of wolves.
Exploited by the police we were, like miserable dogs forced to bear false witness. And when cast from this courtroom myself, I became a ruined man thrice. In a trice. A worthless, weathered antique.
You're 67. You're old. Shut up.
Yeah.
Nothing more have I to say. The sun is set on this rusty shop owner's existence.
Are you gonna like kill yourself, man?
Right?
Be that as it may, Korei Kuta-san, something has come to light that requires your clarification. We found your coin.
Yeah.
Wow!
Is it as fun? The baby. Dude, take a picture. Take a picture of the baby.
I did. I took
Okay.
it's of the whole screen, but I'll just download it and crop it and everything.
Resplendent, splendiferous! Oh, I treasure that my rusty bones managed to misplace that fateful day!
I've been waiting for that knife to hit someone.
Right?
Dude, he'd been playing with it the whole time. I'm surprised they didn't kill him.
I know. As I thought.
I'm surprised they even let him in.
Right?
Young man! Enlighten this decrepit old fool! Put me out of my misery! Where was my treasure? Where was it dropped?
Oh, I'm not sure if it was dropped anywhere.
We found your coin sandwiched between a beefsteak and its plate, soaked in the seasoned meat juices. The
That
sergeant
almost-
was probably trying to steal it.
Sandwiched? Soaking? Seriously?
Clearly. It couldn't have fallen there by accident. Which means somebody must have hidden it there on purpose.
Somebody concealed my Hoei treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate. Who would do such a thing? Such an unconceivable thing! Unconscionable.
I don't know. Unsomethingable.
Excuse me. I could say so. Could I say something? I could say something.
but I won't. Yes, of course.
Proceed, Inspector Hosonaga. I mentioned this earlier on in the trial, but I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate another case.
Yes, that's right. A secret undercover operation.
The Carnival is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant. It attracts wealthy diners, including many foreigners. Recently, there's been a run of similar executed thefts, targeting the restaurant's rich clientele. A number of such incidents have been reported to the police bureau. It's probably the sergeant. Wicked crimes, indeed. He's probably doing it to get extra cash for his family. I mean, look at him. He's sweating bullets, man.
Right?
We want to nip the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected.
So that's why you were sent undercover, is it?
No.
Sorry.
No, it was I almost took your line. So yes, I took on the job of a waiter at the restaurant in order to flush out the crime, flush out the criminal, not the crime.
Yes, flush the crime out.
It seems likely that this Koban incident is the work of the same thief. Yeah, it's definitely the sergeant. He's sweating like a dog over there.
He's also having his mustache
so I'm
pulled out
gonna-
by a baby.
I mean, yeah, but whenever the baby was pulling his mustache, he was not sweating.
I'm just saying.
I know. But... So, unbeknownst to us, there was a master thief at work in the restaurant on a regular basis. I mean, nobody would expect a man with a baby to steal, so...
So true.
Or the baby stole it, and the man put the coin underneath the steak. It's the baby's fault.
He'll step. He'll, Papa.
The place was already the scene of several crimes, it seems. So it's not your fault, protagonist.
It's not. I don't know about the master thief part, but the identity of the person who stole and hid Korakuta-san's koban is all too clear.
What?
It's when my baby. Baby needs
He's
a nap or
punishing
something.
his father.
He's punishing his father.
I think the court would like to hear the defense's view on this matter. Are we just solving two cases here at once?
Yes, absolutely. There we go.
I guess that's how we're doing this.
Yup. Tell us, who is this? Oh, that's you.
Tell us, who is this despicable scoundrel that stole the Korakuta-san's koban and hid it under the steak? Wait, is it actually him?
Yeah.
Take that!
Yeah, it is.
I knew it! Obviously. Oh,
Obviously,
That's
it can only be you. Sergeant Iyasanosa.
Oh, the baby!
Bye-bye. What? Oh. How dare you? You monster! Monster? I stole that koban, did I? I'm the master thief of La Carnival, am I? You're seriously accusing me of these crimes, cadet? But it wasn't me. It was Ido. Ido is the mastermind behind all this. He literally,
he's
like, it's the baby.
It's the baby! No one says a freaking
You
word.
push the blame for your crimes onto your own son, an innocent little baby. It's you who's the monster, Sergeant Nosa. The baby's just like a sleepy. Oh, that sounds like that hurt.
Ooh, he broke his back, bro.
Baby's just got a triangle and nothing else.
Oh!
Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Iyasanosa preparing to stand down to the Supreme Court, sir.
So he's admitting to it? What's going on?
I don't freaking know.
His mustache is all messed up. It's a Waluigi mustache now.
The Waluigi.
Bro!
Do any of you know the extraordinarily low wages of the Nippon Imperial Army? The Nippon Imperial Army pays those it expects to keep
Oh,
our
so I
country
was
safe.
right. He's literally stealing for his family.
He's literally freaking broke.
He's literally stealing for his family's sake.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, didn't he say this is like his 6th kid?
I don't remember.
I
How far up does
understand
this
that.
go? Oh. Okay.
I understand that the temporary increase in taxation owing to the recently ended conflict remains in place. I have heard it's hard for lower-ranking soldiers to make a living, yes.
All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son. That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant?
I knew it. He was doing it for his family.
The place is heaving with money. Every 3 days I go there and I do reconnaissance for a target. And I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak at the same time. It sounds like he doesn't even bother with a knife and fork even, which is worryingly believable.
And your target that day was the old man and his koban.
You
Yes,
bastard!
sir. He was an easy mark. I slipped the coin into my pocket without any trouble at all.
A veritable phantom thief you are. You bastard, I'd kill you now if I wasn't in the courtroom.
Right? I was all set to leave the steak. I was halfway through devouring when it happened. Bang.
Bang.
Yes, when the professor was shot. I knew that if the police conducted a search and found the coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. I know too. So I hid the incriminating evidence as fast as I could on the double. I slipped it under the steak, hoping that I'd be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date. Uh-oh. The old man's gonna snap.
Ah,
I think. I don't
You-
actually know.
Dude, his hands are like gripped.
Yep.
This is ridiculous. I'm assuming that's her.
Oh, probably.
Is it her?
It is now.
Yeah, it is her. Perhaps you could carry on with this absurd prattling in your own time.
Well, Miss Brett.
Oh, of course, dear lady. Of course. Yes.
Yes, suck up.
I'm quite sure there's no need to detain you any longer, and all. May the esteemed gentleman please be excused, Your Excellency?
Indeed. I see no further reason to hold her, yeah. The thief of the koban was clearly perpetrated by this baby-saddled sergeant. That is a sentence I never thought I'd say, but okay. It would certainly appear to be unrelated to Dr. Wilson's murder. We just solved another case, but it's unrelated. Of course it is. Hiding a coin under a lump of meat. It's still loading. The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. That means it's not her plate.
Is it?
That literally means it's not her plate.
Yep.
As for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork. It's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness. That means it's not her steak then.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, let me just take a quick peek. I keep trying to use my freaking arrow keys, and they don't work. Yeah, it's been replaced. Clearly. It looks like it's been changed. That's not the same
Yeah,
one
they
as in the other
changed.
picture. I don't think.
It does look different.
See, it looks like this one.
So she replaced the plates, probably. Because look, her knife's used,
Yeah.
and it's covered, so...
Yeah, something's off.
Dude, that is not a steak knife.
No, it's not.
I see no further justification for detaining her. Well, I do. I see further justification for detaining her.
Yeah.
Miss Brett, you are free to leave. Wait a minute, wait.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Wait a minute. Objection. Hold on. Wait, mister.
Good luck, everyone.
Actually, don't act. No, actually.
And good day.
Wait a minute. You're not gonna say anything, bro?
Yeah, he will, I'm sure.
Protagonist, what's the matter with you? This is no time for daydreaming. Pay attention to the plot.
Oh, no, it's just something about Miss Brett's parting words there got me thinking. I can't quite work out what exactly, but something she said jarred with me. I feel like there was a contradiction in there somewhere. Something didn't quite add up.
If that's the case, don't just stand there thinking. Make your voice heard, protagonist.
Sorry?
You can think later, but if you don't call out now, it'll be too late. The trial will be over.
Hold it!
Wait, Miss Brett!
What is it now?
I'm afraid just one last time. There's something I'd like to ask you. I'd like you to explain the contradiction in your parting words from just a few moments ago.
What are you talking about? Contradiction.
Objection!
What new student nonsense is this?
Well, what parting words are you talking about, protagonist?
Hiding a coin under a lump of meat? The sheer nonsense of such an idea is astounding to me. And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness.
Yes, I'm right. What she said there exposed an undeniable contradiction. Of course, evidence.
I'm going to need to see evidence, counsel. That's what's vital to the case, obviously.
I mean, you can't support your
If
claims
Miss
without it.
Yeah. If Miss Brett's words are truly contradictory, where is the evidence to prove it?
Take that!
The photographic print of the scene taken immediately after the incident occurred. Yeah, she said that he didn't use a fork and a knife. So why is the knife
interesting
used?
is the plate of steak that you can see on the victim's table.
The steak that Miss Brett had been eating before the professor was killed. Yes, go on. That's not her plate, Your Honor.
More accurately, Your
Or
Excellency.
Your Excellency.
The steak that was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed.
Now you're just splitting hairs.
Not true.
She
Something
swapped. She swapped.
something about this.
She swapped plates.
Yeah. Not true. Doesn't something about this steak strike you as very unnatural?
Unnatural? What on earth do you mean?
Rub it into it. Just like.
It's extremely obvious. I'm talking about the shape of the edge where it's been eaten. I see you've noticed it too, Miss Brett.
Noticed what exactly, Council?
You're blind.
Someone exactly bit into it, like she said.
Just a few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman could even contemplate picking up a steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork.
Of course she did. She's a refined Englishwoman herself.
Then take a good look at this steak, in particular the edge where it's been eaten.
Well, Buddy done picked it up and bit into it.
As you can see, there are clearly defined barbaric teeth marks there.
Oh!
Was that the bird?
No, that was her. It looks like Miss Brett has realized something. That the plates were definitely swapped.
So, if the witness, as she claims, wouldn't contemplate eating anything without using a knife and fork, there shouldn't be teeth marks in the steak at all.
Objection!
What is your actual point? Perhaps the delighted Miss Brett was ravenously hungry. What did I say, dear lady?
Of course.
As I said, I really must be leaving now.
Too bad.
Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice can't possibly wait any longer.
Hold on.
You're fine.
Of course. This will all be over in the blink of your eye. Of an eye, not your eye. Of an eye. I'm so sure. I'm about to put this rookie in his plate.
It is the bird!
I've heard enough. You irritating little speckled samurai relic.
Dang.
Of course.
What's the matter, Miss Brett? What have we ruffled your feathers?
Clearly, the witness knows what this means. She's realized the catastrophic implications these teeth marks in the steak have for her.
Protagonist, do you know where you're going with this?
Yes, now at last, it's all come together. The mysterious teeth marks in a steak that had allegedly been eaten with cutlery. The reason why the bloodstain I know I saw somehow seems to have disappeared. And most importantly, the evidence that proves once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day.
I accept that these teeth marks in the steak are a little unnatural, as you put it, Counsel. But what's the point exactly? What are you suggesting? What are you suggesting it tells us?
Everything, Your Excellency.
Everything.
Yes, I believe that these barbaric teeth marks in the steak here amount to conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove beyond any doubt who shot Dr. Wilson.
Conclusive evidence. How many times have I heard that today?
Deal with it.
you wouldn't know the meaning of the phrase. Typical Japanese empty threats.
How can you be so sure?
Oh, it's quite simple. If you really had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court long ago.
Actually, the evidence I'm talking about hasn't been brought before the court yet.
Hasn't been. What?
But just because it hasn't been shown yet doesn't mean that the evidence does not exist.
Attention!
Huh?
This is absurd. The trial has run several hours already. You say there's evidence to be brought forward? There can't be. I don't believe you haven't.
Objection!
I don't.
Yeah, he
but
low-key
there is
sounds
someone
British.
who. Yeah. Well, we'll get cutscenes with him later. I don't, but there is someone who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom. And if that person is willing to submit the piece of evidence I'm referring to, it will solve every remaining mystery about this case.
Very well, I have a feeling that this will be my last request of the defense in this trial.
Take that!
The answer is obvious. It's Inspector Hosonaga.
What? I have it?
Yes.
You think I've been withholding conclusive evidence? That's
No, I'm not saying that. Everyone's attention has been focused on the stake with the teeth marks.
Yes.
Now,
It's
earlier
the
this
wrong
afternoon,
plate, Your Excellency.
Sergeant Nosa told the court the following. I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak. And as well as admitting to stealing the Kodakuta-san's coin, he told us that he slipped it under the steak. You watch it, cadet. I'm a superior officer. Sergeant Nosa, could you please confirm something for me? Was the steak that you put the coin under, in fact, your own steak? Dan, Shun! Affirmative, of course. I might be a soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign gentlelady if she'd mind me manhandling her meal to hide something in it. In other words, the steak that the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nosa's meal.
Attention!
That makes no sense.
Yes, it does. The frick are you talking about?
Plate was taken from the victim's table.
Right, he
No.
mentioned that he had taken two.
Objection!
No.
Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak, nor did she have any opportunity to steal the coin.
Of course I didn't steal it.
It's loading.
To even suggest such a thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire.
I mean, you did steal a lot of. The British did steal a lot of artwork and stuff. So, no, it's accurate. Well then, how do you explain this paradox? I mean, I see you slipping that golden coin into your bag right now.
Wait, surely you're not going to suggest
No, it's the wrong plate.
that the sergeant switched the two sticks over?
No, she did.
Oh dang it! I wish I could go back
Or
and get
it's
a
highly
screenshot.
likely. Or it's highly likely that the detective.
You did switch the plates.
No.
Well, after it happened, when I saw the civilian had been murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. And as I said, I immediately lifted my stake and hid the coin underneath it. But when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I'd had it. If he decided to investigate my slab of meat, that'd be it. I'd be getting my marching orders. So when the cadet here was arrested and taken off to the kitchen, I seized my chance. With military precision and timing, I switched my stake with the one on the foreign lady's table.
What?
You can't have. I never saw you do such a thing.
It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning. It was do or die, I tell you, so yes, I did what had to be done. However, fear not, prosecutor son.
What now?
I swear on the brass buttons on my uniform that is all I did, sir.
Oh, you did. That's plenty, Sergeant.
Yes!
So oh, that's you.
It is, I just had food in my mouth.
You're
So,
good.
if Sergeant brother. So, if Sergeant knows to switch the plates over, it means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate it was on back to his own table.
Yes, that follows.
Inspector Hosonaga,
Yes.
earlier in this trial, you told the court this. You said that you had not only taken Miss Brett's steak after the incident, but also the sergeant's. That to preserve
Where's
the
the
evidence, you had
sergeant?
taken both.
That's correct.
Then please present it to the court now. The plate that was actually on the victim's table at the precise moment he was shot.
Shut up!
Of course she's saying that.
What can that possibly tell us now? I mean, a cold slab of tough meat. It can't have the slightest bearing on this case.
Objection!
No, you're not wriggling your way out of it this time, lady. I beg your pardon. Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why the steak pan promises to prove such a problem for you know? You're the ones who decided it was a problem, not me.
Why are you acting like that then?
The reason the defense was asked to see the plate was to confirm something the defendant remembers seeing. Thinks he remembers.
I'm quite sure of what I saw, Miss Brett. On the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Mr. Wilson, there was a clear spattering of blood from the gunshot wound to the victim's chest.
I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate where you were eating from, Miss Brett. Let us not prolong this any further. Inspector, you will show the evidence to the court. Present the beefsteak and plate that was originally on the victim table at the time of the incident. At the time of the incident, not crime. Sorry.
Yes, at the crime of
I
the
misspoke.
incidents.
Yes, sir. Sorry for keeping you. There is blood. Haha! And it looks much fresher. Or not fresher, but sliced.
Yeah.
Here's the other steak and its plate. Please feel free to examine it. Dun 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 dun. Blood! Oh!
The blood
stain.
It's clearly visible. Look!
Yes!
Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on this side of the plate shows that at the moment the victim was shot, facing the table with his back to me.
In other words, it's impossible for Naruhodo-san to have shot the victim.
I think it's funny that they have San in the English version. That's not on
Yeah.
the Switch. They took it out for the Switch.
Oh, really?
Yep. 99% sure. It's been a hot minute since I played it, but 99% sure they took it out for the Switch version.
But
In fact, there's only one person who could possibly have shot Dr. Wilson from the front. I'm sure everyone knows by now who that person is. That's right, Miss Giselle Brett. It's you! Dun dun dun. Oh, her bird died.
Outdone by a Japanese. Me by a Japanese schoolboy. No. No. No!
The bird's not dead. That is one mad bird.
oh, it had a chick.
Multiple.
Oh gosh. I'm not screaming the whole time.
A black
Oh,
chick.
oh. That one's black.
What the heck?
Oh my gosh, the chicks!
I just took a screenshot of that.
Oh, take a screenshot.
I'll get it later.
Ah.
I'll have to get screenshots from the stream.
Please excuse my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure.
Bruh.
Most unbecoming behavior for an English gentlewoman. Forgive me.
Well, Miss Brett,
Oh, that's not working. There you go.
I think it's time you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth this time.
Gladly, Your Excellency. I killed him.
Right?
It was I who took the professor's life, using cure. As you surmised, I chose that particular day for one important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning.
So you planned to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison would be found in his water. Because cure is unheard of here in Japan. But why though?
Right.
Of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water, and it would all be over. I would place the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he had been dining alone, and leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table.
That would be me, I
That-
suppose.
Yes, you. Who else? Such a trifling matter. The fact that you decided to come over and greet the professor meant I'd lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. But why? Again, why? In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and once paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair, that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back at that point. So I concocted a plan on the spur of the moment. A plan to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man. I happened to know that the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. I had the bottle of Curare in my handbag. And my own pistol concealed. I knew it!
Yep.
Concealed under my skirt.
So I was right. There were 2 guns.
Yes.
And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had presumably placed on the floor. Placed where you were sure I would notice it.
And everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun as I intended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up, I shot my own pistol.
That's when you shot the professor with your own gun, even though at that point he was already dead.
Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared. Obviously, I assumed Naruhodo-san was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry and adjoined the kitchen and locked him away. That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor in his chair around. Because, of course, you needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he had picked up the gun. So, there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor.
That's not even a misdemeanor. Much worse.
Misdemeanor.
So, do we have a motive or, like,
Your Excellency,
yes?
I wonder. Shouldn't I be arrested? Might I speak with you in private later?
I shall call on you. Would that be safe for him?
Thank you. Good day then, everyone.
Um,
I hope you can forgive me, Naruhodo-san.
And yeah,
it would seem this trial has finally run its course.
Woo, 3 parts later.
It only took us 6 frickin' hours. I presume the prosecution is in agreement.
Yes, this can't be. Takasuchi, Ouchie does not lose.
Come
Well,
on, phone.
It frickin' used to it.
Right? Let's see.
No, to the
Hour and a half. 2 hours, 3.5 hours, plus however long this is.
Well, we started at 7:30 basically, and it is 9:30 for me. So 2 hours
No.
again.
Well, it says 2 hours ago right now, but it's still going, so I don't know. Started 2 hours ago, yeah.
Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
What? Yes?
Insult to the Ouchie family name. This insult to the Ouchie family name will never be forgiven.
Bruh.
Forgotten. Or forgiven. I will never forgive you.
You've become conceited with age, Council. But the old have to stand aside to make way for the new. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that.
I'd like to know how he reached across that gap.
Shh. Don't question him. 1,000 millennia may pass, and still the Aochi clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan. Oh, this might explain a lot. This might explain some Ace Attorney lore.
You'll have
This
to explain
trial in
later.
the Supreme Court of Japan will, I believe, go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a modern methodology. After all, it has only been a few short decades since our country has opened its doors to the wider world. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel sure that science will soon bring new methods of investigation and new procedures of justice. Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
A new future of law awaits, and what it will look like, I cannot begin to imagine. You can cross-examine a parrot in the future, sir. No, that's literally one of the cases.
I don't say I
You
don't doubt you.
cross-examine a parrot.
Bruh.
You actually, at one point, not in the first game, but the second game, you cross-examine a walkie-talkie where someone else is talking through it. That is for the young to pursue. Kazuma Aozuki. Asugi. Ah, it's Soki. It's Soki. Yes. After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Don't kill anyone while you're there. Learn all you can. Absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. Also, don't kill anyone while you're there.
Right?
And do not forget, to fulfill the mission imposed upon you, and don't kill anyone while you're there. Hmm. I swear I will kill someone while I'm there. I understand, Your Excellency.
What was that about? Why do you look so grave all of a sudden?
Never mind. Don't worry about it, protagonist. As for you, protagonist,
Oh, yes?
in you, I sense, how can I put it? Unusual potential. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onwards. Yes, it goes through his lineage.
Thank you, Your Excellency. He's got a better haircut, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. It is time to deliver the final verdict. After 6 frickin' hours, I hereby find the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, not guilty.
And confetti! Or flower petals or whatever.
Sakura!
Sakura!
Dude, look at that mouth gape.
I know.
Definitely take a picture of that.
I'll have to I'll have to go back through it on my computer.
Definitely. Several hours later,
Right?
same place.
I can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. I made it! I defended myself and made it through that horrendous trial!
Protagonist! You finally pulled it off. Congratulations.
I
You
had no
didn't
faith in
frick
you
it
at
up.
all.
I didn't believe in you at all.
I lied to your face many times.
I did. I really did. Especially that part in believing in you.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma.
You're right. I did most of the work.
That's so true.
No. It was a pleasure to watch you at work.
Bruh.
The wedding bullets. I'm sweaty. Mom's spaghetti. So you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place on Yume University Street. Don't forget it.
Yes, I don't know who's saying that. Oh, it's her. Okay.
Congratulations to both of you for proving Naruhodo-san's innocence.
Ah, our trusted judicial assistant. You worked hard for that result, too. You know?
Oh no, I didn't do anything.
Thank you so much! If we hadn't had that research report of Miss Brett's, I don't know how things would have turned out.
Oh, you scared me. Your kind words should really be for my father. I was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate.
Your father? Ah, yes, of course.
Forgive me for intruding on the court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotobe, Judicial Assistant to the defense.
With a really bad hairdo. Speaking of
With a
Mikotoba,
weird haircut.
it's not even her haircut, it's just how it's tied up.
Ah, there you are. Congratulations. I believe congratulations are in order. Naruhodo, you did an excellent job.
Thank you,
Oh, no, it is I who should be thanking you after all. Your efforts to expose the true criminal that took the life of my best buddy. He starts crying again. Just
Good friend? Oh yes, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yuma University, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right. Professor Mikitoba studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain, protagonist. Presumably, that's when you met Dr. Wilson. Exactly. He and I were best buddies. In those days, we worked together in the same hospital. We were crime-solving
you
buddies.
work together?
Yeah. He just like starts crying heavily. I'd never heard you mention that before. Well, it was a long time ago now, besides. Doesn't matter anymore. It's your turn, Asagi.
Asogi.
Asogi. Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world, and is extremely racist. In science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course in law. And racism. Don't forget the racism.
Right?
Watch and
Especially
learn,
from
my
that one
boy.
lady.
Be extra racist while you're there. See what's happening in the world's largest melting pot until America comes about.
Right?
Then that becomes the world's largest melting pot. I will. I'll learn all that I can. It's funny how the same person gives us a similar voice, but I sound younger. I swear on this, the spirit of the Aosogi clan.
You're not taking that sword to Great Britain, are you?